Hello there, Solak here. I have something for you today, and it will be a very spontaneous random reading, short reading, with these beautiful German archetypal cards from an amazing psychologist called xxxx. And I feel really drawn to just do a general relationship reading. If you look at my other videos, I will also add one for general finances and then a separate one for your career, if you're inquiring about your career, your studies, etc. So watch this space. I will just say that whoever comes across these readings, it's definitely something that you have not, by no coincidence, been drawn to watch, to listen to, and pick out what inspires you in order to gain more clarity in your life. Don't we all want that? So I'm cutting this pack, and I will show you, whoever you are out there, no matter what star sign. This is just a general reading. If you feel drawn to watch this video now, it is obviously on some level meant for you. Yes, so let's see. We have here a general reading for your relationship right now. It could be a very important relationship, for example, to a loved one. It could be a family member. It could be a friend on a friendship level. Either way, these cards will show us some insight, will give us some light or insight to what's going on and what's the outcome, basically, I will pick 4 cards. One is who you represent in this relationship and what you mirror to the other person. The second card will be the mirror, of course, the other person with whom you're in this relationship. Doesn't matter if it's romantic, business, or whatever, work relationship, any relationship for you right now. I'll try and be challenged to do it as general as possible, so that something will pop up for you, and like a light goes up, it will make sense to you. So let's have some fun. Oh yeah, and so the third card would be the energies of you both and what's influencing you both. And the fourth and last card would be the inside, basically the outcome, what's happening, what's the next step, what's the most important message as an overall card about this relationship. All right, ready guys? I hope you can see me okay. I mean, you only really have to hear what I'm saying mainly, and while in the background there's all sorts of noises, cars in the distance going past, beautiful sky. The sunset is here in England, so I don't know where you are in the world, but this is quite a mild late summer night, or evening. Okay, so if I'm tuning in, before I even pick the cards, I usually like to play a little bit with the energies, what's in the air. And I am being shown a fountain where 2 people, obviously the 2 people we're inquiring about, you and this other person, are drinking from it. It's a very pure source of water. I feel it's a beautiful energy coming out of this fountain, almost like regenerating you both. But it looks like one of the 2 people doesn't want to drink from the fountain, or at least not in the same way, not in the same amount. And I'm also shown a stork, the bird of the stork. So it shows, to me, the stork is saying fertility, but also change, maybe even change of home, maybe even change of circumstances, change of direction. And yeah, it's just a singular stalk, not two, just one, I see. It could also symbolize pregnancy or just rethinking your nest together. Say, for example, if it's in a family, if it's a relationship with a child or a parent, or with a loved one in a romantic way, with your beloved, with your love partner, that could be also a sign for pregnancy announcement, But definitely changes are going on, and as the wind changes, especially here in England, your direction could change any time. So, first card for you, my dear, who is watching. We have here a person who is showing themselves very addicted to some habits. It looks like a fountain, actually. This fountain has wonderful things coming through, but obviously this card represents a shadow archetype, shadow aspect of yourself in this relationship, and is actually showing that not everything that is shining is gold. You really have to think of the value you have for yourself. I always say the first relationship, really, we have to look at ourselves. How do we relate to us, to ourselves? How much do we embrace all parts of us, even the not very nice ones? So I feel this card is really telling you, hey, this is good. What's coming through, what I'm drinking of, like this fountain, to have that picture again, that vision. It's a good thing. But why is it making me, where am I becoming dependent or even codependent? You are showing something to this other person in this relationship that is almost like tempting or encouraging this other person to become dependent on you. So let's see in mirror of that. That's how the other person sees you, by the way, as that, a source of addictive behavior. It can be positive. It's not all negative, I feel. It just depends how you see it, how you take it, if that makes any sense to you. I trust that whatever is coming through is making sense to the person watching and listening. And on the other side, we have the house mother. This is now a positive archetype. As you can see, the shadow archetypes have purple around at the edges of the cards, and the yellow or golden, if you like, are the positive aspects and archetypes in our lives. There is many, and this is 60 cards full of them, and they're beautiful. So this house mother, I get the sense, so your partner in crime or your partner in a love relationship, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your mother. Obviously, I feel this other person, even if it's a man, has very feminine energies, very nurturing energies, and you definitely see this potential of almost like a cosmic mother, a goddess, full of wisdom, who knows how to take care of you, who knows how to nurture you. This is showing something that is definitely always there for you, always tending to the house, always watching you. I mean, I even feel it, the picture alone speaks volumes. And it looks like you are really like listening to this person. You really care. It's about the values of what is important to us. You even see this person as a source of wealth, as a source of abundance and richness. But there is some imbalance I see here. So it will be interesting to see now the third card, what energies influence on you both. The energies influencing you both at this moment in time is the Mystic one. Oh, that's wonderful. This card brings very dynamic energies and is also sort of suggesting that there is many mysteries together as one, and some obviously unknown, to be left alone and unknown, because it's saying this is a test. This energy is influencing you both, is requiring a lot of trust and a lot of faith, and really inviting you to go with the flow with this relationship, because there is aspects of it both. I also like the colors, how they contrast each other. If you look, the game of the colors, the energies on you both, like the ladies in blue, it also is a symbol of compassion, and the gentleman is doing this like dervish dance, you know, like when they go round. I think the energies are also symbolizing the stalk I saw earlier in my vision, in premeditation of this reading coming up, that this dervish dancer from the beautiful Muslim tradition is just a way to get in touch with the divine and tap into the spirit world, as in, you know, the sky, the heavens, the Father God principle here, and is suggesting that there is a lot of trust going on, and you have to just dance the dance. Take the first or the next step, not even the first. Take the next step and, you know, almost step up to the game. Because the outcome of this situation, this movement will bring change. So the stork is coming in, bringing change. And I feel with these cards, they perfectly show this. So last card, guys, we have the Fool. You know, this is now a shadow card, but it's also showing the Fool in the mirror, that it's all happy and playing its role in the game. But the truth is, there is another energy behind. So some things that are still mysterious to one or the other, I feel like to you, there is some unsaid things that you are not supposed to see or know yet, but only by stepping up and doing the next step of trust and faith, going forward with this dance movement of the dervish, inviting you to just embrace the mystical side of the relationship, the mysterious side of the relationship, not necessarily the secretive, but I feel like you two are both very, very private people. Even if it's in a family constellation, you know, even if this relationship is mirroring back to you, a family, maybe even conflict or situation, as if you're moving forward. I think if you can understand and realize which parts are you playing, pretending even, you know, drop the pretending. I mean, get rid of the pretending, and then you can live more authentically in this relationship, so that you can realize where you are and what is a game to you and what isn't. Because there's also a monkey down there wondering like, oh, what have you done again? Almost like this, there is a repeated pattern here that you want to break free from, because the Fool in the end is a very, very childlike, innocent archetype. It wants to be free, it wants to explore, it wants to be adventurous, and it loves that about himself or herself. This relationship is almost like wants to expand on another level, not so much on a material or emotional, you know, psychological, manipulative level, but wants to grow and outgrow this situation and go on to another level. And as the night and the evening is coming to fall, I'm bringing this reading to an end because it's getting darker. You need to see my shiny eyes gleaming like a little owl. Oh, there was just a bird flying in the background, actually. I'm not even sure. It might have been a bat or an insect from very close to the camera, because I just saw it come up here. Anyway, so yes, please have a look at this connection and have the courage to really look in the mirror, the roles that you are playing, what are you contributing, and what's actually stopping the other person, because it looks like that you want similar things but on different levels. So until you kind of dance yourself into balance by taking next steps, what feels right, and trust in it, and just bring out the childlike innocence, that's how then you can then get rid of the monkey mind that is basically playing you some tricks, is, causing you confusion and the game of pain, because it's just interfering with your authenticity and your desire to be more free spirited, because that looks like you would like to free yourself from your own chains, and that starts with yourself, always with ourselves. On this note, I close the reading and I wish you a wonderful rest of the day or night. Namaste, guys. See you next time soon.